Now, I mentioned over the last week or two that a magazine called The New Yorker was working on an extensive profile on me. This thing printed out to about 10 pages. New Yorker is a magazine with a reputation. I mean, they've got this highbrow reputation. This is a publication for the elite in the Upper East Side or Upper West Side of Manhattan, whatever they have there. So this is for the real Tony elites that think they're so much better than you and me. And I have got to tell you, if I was a journalist, I would be embarrassed, frankly, to be associated with a piece of tripe like this. This was shoddy. It was poorly written. It's unprofessional. This was an embarrassingly bad piece of journalism. It was inaccurate. There are a number of places in this piece where the writer tells just blatant falsehoods about me. They are flat-out lies, and she knows they are lies. She knows they are falsehoods because I corresponded with her, and she persisted in giving a distorted, misleading, false, and deceptive view of what happened. And this, this was my own life. She's talking about my life here and is repeating these gross inaccuracies. This is laughably bad. I mean, this is juvenile. This is like something that you would get in a middle school journalism class. Somebody would turn this in as an assignment in a junior high English class. And one of the things you can tell is the number of times that the writer used exclamation points at the tag end of quotes for me. And I went through and circled them. Let's see. There is, let me count them up real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these exclamation points to make me look more. I don't know what the intent was there, but when I wrote columns for the Idaho Statesman, this is the largest newspaper in the state of Idaho. This is an Idaho newspaper. This is not an elite New York publication like the New Yorker. And when I would turn in columns where I would have a quote of mine and I wanted to emphasize it and I would put an exclamation point at the end, they'd take it out. It was not considered journalistically proper to put exclamation points after quotations. Here is a Tony elite publication, and ladies and gentlemen, they have journalistic standards. They have editorial standards that are below the editorial and journalistic standards of the Idaho Statesman. Man, I am telling you, this author ought to be ashamed of herself. This is one of the poorest excuses for journalism I frankly have ever seen. I mean, it is offensively bad. I would be completely embarrassed to be associated with anything like this. Jane Mayer, that's the name of this this inexcusably bad journalist. There's your word, bully pulpit. So that's the whole idea. She wants to paint me. I'm not a harmless, lovable little fuzzball like Rush Limbaugh, but I'm congenial. I'm convivial. I am amiable, but she wants to paint me as this bully. This is it. I am never, ever going to cooperate with an organ in the out of the mainstream media for a profile on me ever again. This was a hack job. This was a hatchet piece. This wasn't journalism. I mean, I don't know what this was. It's not journalism. Doesn't even rise to that level. Complete hack job. I cannot tell you how embarrassed I would be if I was a journalist and I turned in something like this to my junior high school English teacher. And if I got a passing grade on this thing when it came back to me, I would be absolutely embarrassed all over myself.